Tap in, man. Something strange going on in that LA street culture, that gang culture. And I'm going to talk about it. Southsiders, Cholos, mannerisms, talking like blacks, Bloods, Crips. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. American Cholo got something to say about it. The Florencia 13's got something to say about it. And I got something to say about it. It's your boy Jublue. Let's get cracking.
That some of these youngsters got to do, and just to transition all the way through is, start changing their names, man. You might as well stop calling yourself, Droopy and Chuco and Stranger, and start using more names like maybe Baby Loke, Sea Dog, Red Dog, Lokester, because apparently the youngsters of this generation now believe that being an essay just isn't cool enough. I mean, so maybe that's just gonna be the final transition into being, a cool gang member, homeboy, is by losing your culture and start calling yourself by another name.
Oh.
All right, let's run this, man. So, as of lately, I've been seeing a lot of hood vlogs out there, and with the homies in the essay community and the Southsiders community, right? And what I've noticed more and more is how much the younger generation seems to be losing its hold on its culture. First and foremost, if you're a
Basically, losing their hold on the Hispanic culture.
individual and you're thinking about joining a gang, I'm gonna tell you, don't do it.
The Cholo
It's a waste
culture.
of life. You'll have a world of regrets. The better gang member you are, better gang banger you are, the worse you are at being a family member, at being a father, of being a son, etc., etc.
I agree. I agree.
Let's get that out of the way. Now, to the ones that are out there now, quote unquote, with the function, with the business, it seems like a lot of you autos have just completely and utterly lost every bit of your culture, or you're starting to lose every bit of your culture. I see so many of these hood vlogs now, and everything's on hood, everything's on dead homies, whoomp, like it's like you guys have seen a couple of famous gang members, I guess, maybe like on No Jumper, on music videos, and next thing you know, you guys are mimicking everything they do. And I understand you guys are doing the vlogs because you join a gang because
I'll say this real quick. Somewhat to a degree, the videos do have something to do with that to a degree. Because look at we say ops now, and that wasn't a California thing saying ops. Everybody say ops, and that got something to do with watching the videos and whatnot now. But I do think too you have to add in this layer right here. You have to add in this layer that a lot of these young kids grew up with black dudes. You know, they grew up with black dudes, and then a lot of these kids, to me, it seemed like they thought that was cooler growing up. Like, dang, that way they thugging is cool. Like, and that's I feel like that too. That plays a part too. Growing up in environments and stuff like that.
you have low self-esteem, you don't have much going on in life, and I know because I was there. So now you want people to know who you are, and they definitely know who you are. One is you made the job for police so much easier, man. I seen grown men now taking pictures with guns, gun enhancement,
Which is
claiming
wicked.
their hood, gang enhancements. And the one that's really getting to me though is you see some of these older neighborhoods, very respected neighborhoods, and now you have guys and they're just, you know, pretty much swooped out or cripped out. And
For Florencians, we're gonna get into that. But what he talking about is Florencians. They last just hood day. They last hood day. They were whoop, and they sounded like some dumb moves. And he do not like that.
on hood, on dead homies. You've lost your entire lingo. I'm not saying you got to go back to exactly how the homies used to speak or talk.
Then what are you saying? Then what are you saying? Because if you're not tripping, I'm not saying you got to go back like that. That's what he's saying. You're not going to, but at least still keep the palabras and the pisha homeboy and the por su trece and stop saying all that nigga, dead homies, all that on the wool, all that black stuff that y'all see the black people doing. Stop that. Go back to the pants way up here, you know what I'm saying? Type John. No disrespect or nothing, but that's what it was. I know me growing up, that was the look. That was the cholo look, you know what I'm saying? And that's gone. Stuff changed. Stuff changed. Sometimes people hate to change. Sometimes people love to change. Right now, American Cholo seems like he don't like to change.
But what's going to happen is, as you get older, that lingo is going to get, deeper and deeper and harder. And I want you to watch this video. This is a guy. His name is, I think he goes by White Folks. He just recently passed away. Rest in peace to the man. But I want you to watch this real quick.
Hey, baby mama. Hey, you need to get up with me. Tell me what area code you want to move in. Get what? I got you. Get what? Whatever area code you want to go in. Ooh, hold on, these hoes so sticky. Hold on. There they go.
They so sticky.
Yeah, hey, if you found a fab in these bitches, get what? You can have the whole bankroll.
Yeah.
Fuck how turn out.
I'm with.
I like white folks.
I'm with.
On that.
That is going to be you guys when you're my age.
What's wrong with that? What's wrong with that? I got some OG partners that's like that. I got some family members that's like that. What's wrong with that? What's wrong with white folks? I don't like that one right there. Because what you saying is he grew up around blacks. That's how he gonna come. And no, I got a dude from my section, Hispanic. We call him S.A. Slim. Shout out my boy S.A. Slim though. You know what I'm saying? AKA El Chop. Nah, but we call him S.A. Slim. He got the whole bro shot like this with the, you feel me? But as you holler at him, he grew up around us. You feel me? And I'm from the valley, so it's majority of Mexicans, but he grew up around us. And if you talk to him, what's the deal, my nigga? Wes, like he like that. And I'm a boy S.A. Slim, so it's about who you grow up around. You feel me? He wasn't with the NK type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So
Continue going down that route. White Folks was raised with the brothers all day. So I completely understand. I don't, it's not a thing saying, oh, you just don't have to if you're raised. If you're raised, you were raised.
but do you understand? Because you just sat there and said, "This is what you're gonna. This is what the young homies is finna grow up to be like. Some older black dudes that sound and look like that. Like they're gonna be like some OG black dudes. And then the whole Hispanic culture is just gone. No, it's not even about that. It's just you scared that the cholo culture is finna be gone. The cholo culture is finna be gone. That's what y'all scared of. Man, it ain't going nowhere, man.
But the reality is, 99% of you guys who speak the way you do isn't because you were raised there, it's because you saw it in a music video, you saw it on a podcast. You see your favorite or maybe even an enemy of yours speaking this way, and now you want to speak this way. Imagine for a second you have some racist, let's say rednecks or white people out there, and they're over here, bumping mariachi music, dressing like an essay, but saying fuck them essays, bro. That's what some of you guys are looking like. You guys are sitting here talking.
I will agree with him on that. Because I seen one of them hood vlogs. I think they was in El Monte, Florida, if I'm not mistaken. But you know what I'm saying? They was on like they don't really mess with the niggas, but they but they say nigger, and it's like, oh, we don't really like black people, but it's like, wait a minute, it's not even black people over there to hate black people. See, that's what I don't understand too, like the hatred, like, bro, it's not even black people over there to hate us like that. Like if you go to Amante in California, California, bro, the pop, the the most black people you're gonna see out there is very slim, very slim. You feel me? Very slim. I got my CDL in La Puente. Man, everybody I was with in La Puente and I got my CDL with was Hispanic dudes. It's very slim over there. So I don't get how you hate black people so much. It's not even us over there to hate us so much. You feel me? And the ones that do go up around majority and be around majority of blacks, they usually end up being, what's up, my nigga? What's up? Ooh. So
To talk like the brothers, walking the walk like the brothers,
walking the
speaking like
walk.
the brothers, but yet saying fuck these hoods and fuck them hoods.
Yeah, I
And you're
can't.
out there
Yeah.
putting yourselves on blast, all the while you acting just like the people you say you hate. That is the craziness of gangs. Gangs is one big hypocrisy after another because the same essay hoods you
I think, but let me say this real quick. I think that's the craziness of everybody. Loves hip hop. Everybody loves the black culture from the old school music. Bro, they got from Aretha Franklin's all the way up to the Wiz Khalifa's, all the way up to the basketball, football players, and they love that, but hate our struggle, hate our skin. They love all that, man. You know what I'm saying? When I was coming up, 90s, when I was coming up, early 90s and stuff like that, the whole depiction of a woman to be was like the skinny white girl, big breasts, the busty type of white girl, right? You know what I'm saying? That was always our thing. Thick with the boom boom. Look at the girls today. All races today. What they got? Boom pop boom. They with the lips and everything. I wonder who they get that from and who they trying to look like and try to be like. You feel me? But they hate that though. They hate them. They hate us. How we do this, our mannerisms, this and that. Boom boom. But they hate us though. They don't like us though. You feel me? They could do all these things, gain all these things, and that's one thing I will say to my peoples, man. We gotta stop that, man. We gotta stop that. We gotta start being gatekeepers of our own stuff, because obviously everybody else can talk about our own stuff, do our own stuff, be and still hate us at the same time. Take all our stuff and take our rule. What if we start talking like this? Well, we don't like that. Y'all stop saying ooh because we feel like after y'all get it set it up, y'all gonna take all our culture away from us and make it seem like it's y'all culture. Because a lot of these dudes on here say, I'll be seeing y'all be saying, well, our youngsters, they don't talk black. There's no such thing as talking black. Then what is it? Because if I start saying Pro su trece, all this, I'm talking like I'm Hispanic, dude. Like a Hispanic person, like a cholo. Let's get back into it, man. Y'all like, comment, subscribe, man, if y'all
are
mess with me.
banging against and wolfing shit on some of these vlogs on are the same ones you're gonna be in the county jail with, huh man? Same ones you're gonna be in the joint with. Because that's where you're headed to, regardless of what you may think. But it's sad to me because it seems like instead of us moving forward as people, especially the youth out on the streets, we're moving backwards, bro. We're not getting any smarter. We're not getting any savvier. People are on the phone more. People are exposing their game more. People are putting themselves on blast, even though you may not believe it, and you may think, yeah, I'm an old head, and
Yeah, you
what do
are.
you know? Well, what you're doing is just a rerun, homeboy. I already played that game, carnal. Now, people my generation, I'll play that game. And that's why you see them trying to step away from that life, getting away from that life, trying to change their life, and trying to help you guys change your life. I'm not sitting here criticizing you just to make myself feel better and make you feel worse. It's to try to school you. Maybe your older homies now are taking up that lingo, and I've seen some guys my age take up the lingo, and every time I see them, I say, "Hey, homie, like, tone that down." Trust me, I used to be the
Tone that
same boat,
down.
but I finally started realizing that the more we go down that rabbit hole, the more we lose our culture. And by losing our culture, what's going to happen eventually is you're going to wake up one day and you're going to see these youngsters say, the essays wise, fuck them old heads. That's what the brothers do. The brothers don't have a hierarchy. The brothers have no structure because their motto is if I can beat you up, I am the leader. If I can beat you up, I can do what I say.
That's a big, big, big misconception. That's a misnomer right there. Let me clear the air on that. There is a hierarchy. Whether you blood, whether you crip. There's a hierarchy in your gang. Whether you're gangster, neighborhood, Hoover, you know what I'm saying? Listen, y'all listen to me. There's a hierarchy. When you hit them yards and you go in them county jails, and even if you're on the streets, you can't just sit around here doing bunk. You know why you can't just sit around here doing bunk? Because it's a hierarchy. You can't just go around doing R's on kids and women. You know why? Because it's a hierarchy. You're going to get touched about that. You're going to get handled about that. Quick story, true story. True story. Me and my boy from A7 Gangsters. Shout out to my boy Baby Evil from A7 Gangsters. Rest in peace, man. It's all love. You know, I love you, boy. um, we was in the penitentiary. We was in the penitentiary together. We had the dorm rocking. We was doing a lot of stuff. You feel me? Putting hands and doing this and doing that. You know, some stuff that you know what I'm saying. We was rocking. Let's just say we was rocking, right? We was rocking so much that we would get into it with different cards. You feel me? But we was pressing our line on stuff so much that the other cards, like, they had to holler at the hierarchy, our older homie, one of the G's that ran the guard. That's a hierarchy. Boom. Sent us to the yard. Sent us, hey, y'all two, come to the yard. You gonna holler at y'all. So all the dorms, that's gangsters, all the dorms came out. All the bills came out just to holler at me and Baby Evil. True story. They letting us know, hey, look, if y'all do this, this again, we hearing this about y'all, we hearing this about y'all, we hearing this about y'all. We tired of hearing these things about y'all. They complaining, they doing this, and doing. Y'all need to boom, boom. If y'all don't cut this out, boom, 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 y'all already know what it is. But matter of fact, boom, y'all owe the house, da 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 da. And we had to accept that because we know what this is. We know what this is. You feel me? Nobody bigger than the program. Nobody is, dude. No matter what they try to say, tell y'all and sell y'all, nobody bigger than the program. You might have some little this, you might have some little that going on, you feel me? But ain't nobody bigger than the program. Blacks have a hierarchy. I don't like when that happens because a lot of the older Southsiders and they think that, oh, it's just a free for all, or a lot of Southsiders think it's just a free for alls and the Bloods and Crips. We just go about things a different way. You feel me? Than you guys. You know what I'm saying? It's just not we just don't have a hierarchy as far as from another hood telling us what to do. You know what I'm saying? But we know who the big dogs is. We know when it's time to shut it down. I'm gonna say this too, and then we're gonna get back to it. But I'm gonna say this too, because y'all gotta hear this. If it wasn't no hierarchies in the black race or the black culture, whatever, if it's not a hierarchy and we just do free for alls, right? Think about it, we just free for all. How did the war end between the East Coasters and the Florencias? You have to have a hierarchy for it to end. You can't. It cannot be. Oh, I just. Okay, we're gonna talk to all the young dudes and the top Florencia dude, the inmate dude. He gonna talk to the young dudes, and that's gonna settle it. No, you got to have a hierarchy. He talked to a certain dude. Certain dude got at his young Crips and from all. And this is a big East Coast. Is a big hood. There's different factions in East Coast. How did that? Every single one. It hasn't. Man, look, they was warned for years. It haven't been a casualty since. Shout out to the East Coast and shout out to the Florencians. Black and brown run the town. But guess what? It has to be a hierarchy for that to happen, right? A lot of beefs, a lot of beefs didn't stop. You know what I'm saying? Gangs that used to be for gangs. I remember they were saying the Broadway's the East Coasters. There has to be a hierarchy for that. You know what I'm saying? These gangs stop beefing. There has to be a hierarchy for that. So with that being said, let's get back into it though.
If I can beat
Light
you up,
colors, bro.
I'm the one running this shit. And with us, it's not that. It's got to do with structure. It's got to do with respecting your elders, respecting your community, and respecting yourself, homie. And to me, this is just an eye opener. Hopefully, one of you youngsters sees this and understands that. Damn, homie, I may be going on the wrong route. Just in gangs alone, that's the wrong route. But if you are gonna be in the hood, come on, homie, at least represent your neighborhood. Don't represent somebody else's on hood. Represent your hood, homie.
So let's see what he's talking about. Let's go right into it.
Dead homies. I got his
Dead homies.
He's a weirdo. Dead homies. Nah. Yeah. Come on, gang. We'll come back over here with it. Active and attractive.
Active and attractive.
Hello, yeah, free the game though on the hood. Free me though, dead homies, I'll be home real soon. Gangsters click though on the set.
Well, that homies, free Doug K Tiny.
Yeah. Free Doug K Tiny.
Well,
Free the Doug Kill.
We know the truth, homie. Money sign sway, we got this shit right here, homie. Party sign is all us, homie. Party.
No, we're gonna stop that right there. We're not finna do Money Sign Sway like that. Rest in peace, Money Sign Sway, man. It's all love, bro. I can't even. We finna end it right there. But as you can see, you see that dead homie. Whoa. Oh, so that's what he was talking about. Lad, if y'all haven't seen that, go watch it. I'm sure y'all watched that. But look, man, we're gonna end it right here, man. And this is what I want to say, man. American Cholo made a point, but then again, he didn't. I really couldn't get down with that. And I'm gonna be honest with y'all, man. I'm gonna be honest with y'all, bro, because he's making it, to me, he's making it seem like our culture, the black culture, is bunk. You feel me? Now I get where he's coming from when he's saying the whole Hispanic and Cholo culture, because bro, I would never want to lose my culture that I grew up liking, and now the little homies is whoop whoop. So you want to take the culture, but then you start seeing, like, say my little homies, you start seeing my little homies now like, palabra, hey, what's up, ese? They start talking like that, so it'll make. But I would have to understand though. That's just what it is. They culture is booming. It's cracking. You know what I mean? There's nothing against nobody else's culture, but that's just what the youngsters liking. You know what I'm saying? And it's all love. It seems like our youngsters know that it's all love, but when we get older, it's the older people that's still stuck in their ways. That's like, man, nah. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of these younger dudes they like, man, these younger dudes is about to switch it up. So and I see that bro, that's on the black side and the brown side. You know what I'm saying? So it's just a different time, different era, man. Y'all get in the comments, man. Y'all let me know what y'all feel about American Cholo and what he said. I need my blacks, I need my Hispanic brothers to really tap in. I need all my brothers to really tap in, my Asians, whites, and others. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? But guess what? Guess what? I got this for y'all. I love y'all though, man. I love everybody. Black, brown, everybody. I love y'all. It's Jublue, man. Hey, man, y'all get in the comments, man. Tap in.